Some people love a mystery box, and I feel like other people just don't get it. So if you want to see sneak peeks and eye look swatches, everything in the Cosmic Beauty mystery box, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I do post quite often, so highly recommend subscribing, turning on the bell so you're notified every time I post. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, so today I am playing with the Cosmic Beauty. This is their Halloween mystery box, I believe. It's called the Sinister Mystery Box. And I believe this is restocking tomorrow on the Cosmic Beauty website. And they have their holiday collection that's dropping tomorrow as well. I did already do a video on that on Monday, so if you haven't seen it, highly recommend checking it out. Cosmic Beauty is one of my favorite brands. They are a UK-based indie brand and they make some amazing eyeshadow palettes, and they've now expanded into lip products and cream blushes. So I'm super duper excited to show you everything. I do have a affiliate discount code with them. It's just KHMAKEUP and you'll save on their website. I also have an affiliate link. I will put both of those in the description box in case you want to use those to shop and save a little. Also, if you use my affiliate link, it does help me out as well because I will make a commission. I just want to be super transparent. My kids are upstairs. They're having the time of their life. So if it sounds like somebody's chopping wood, that's all that's happening. I'm so sorry about the extra noise. Some of you don't mind, and I'm sure the people that do mind keep it to themselves. I'm filming this video the day before Thanksgiving, so I did have big plans. I was gonna film every night this week and get a multiple looks video done, but I just have had so many things come up and it just hasn't happened. So I figured I'll film with this box because I don't know if this is gonna be super relevant after tomorrow, and I'm sure you guys are wanting to see a tan girl perspective on this. So if you want to see the spoilers, if you want to see if this is worth it, then let's go ahead and get into the details. So this collection is restocking at 6 p.m. UK time, which I believe is noon Central time. So yeah, keep your eye out for that. I will definitely have like a community tab post go live just to remind you guys. And it says it's limited to 1 per order. This mystery box contains 7 full-size brand new items, including a 20-pan palette, which I'm gonna show you. It says it's $78 USD. It's $122 value. And it's saying save 36%. So I don't know if that's their Black Friday sales price, or if they are also going to let you use affiliate codes on top of that. The product is currently sold out on the website, so there's no way for me to double check that. But for now, I guess I could say that the mystery box retails for $78. That's my best estimate because I'm not sure if they're going to let you use a code on top of that. But definitely try a code just to see if you can get an extra savings, because who doesn't love saving money? Anyway, let's bounce into the product. So spoiler alert, disclaimer, if you don't want to see what's in the box, now is the time to walk away. So let's start off with, should we do lip products first? Okay, let's do lip products first. I do have swatches of the 3 lip products. I will say this is my second time trying Cosmic Beauty's lip products, and they are so nice. I feel the same excitement for these color choices that Cosmic Beauty is doing as I felt with Propa Beauty. Like, these are my kind of shades. So I'm so pumped because in 1 week, Cosmic Beauty has given me 2 of my favorite nude shades. I love the one from the holiday collection. I think it's called Ginger Snap. Oh, that one is so pretty. And now this one called Salem from the mystery box is floating my boat. I would like to turn this into a duo and sell it on the Cosmic Beauty website because I just feel like these are my kind of nude shades. So we have a light nude shade called Claris. I feel like this is what is so in right now. People are loving to use shades like this just kind of on the center of the lips with a dark lip liner and creating these like grungy cool toned lip shades. It's not really like my vibe, but I'm happy to have a shade like this just so I can like experiment. So that's really cool. We also have the shade called Nancy, which is a beautiful dark brown, like really a dark brown. So you'll see in my swatches, I kind of swatch the lighter shade in the middle and then the 2 shades on the outer parameter, so it looks like it's almost like blank in the middle because this shade is just like so light. But I do have all three swatch on my arm just so you guys can see the shades. So I don't think there's any point in me really swatching this shade right now, but what I'll do is I'll put on the shade Nancy and then I'll switch to Salem at the end of the video just so you guys can see some of these shades applied on my skin tone. So this is the shade Nancy. And these are like so creamy. I don't really have to use a lot. And what I did the other day was I just kind of dabbed it and then like rubbed my lips together and like spread it out more evenly that way. This is such a pretty shade. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to have these. So this is the shade Nancy, and again, this is the packaging. It's beautiful. It's a metallic, like silvery purpley color. At least that's what I see when I look at it. Maybe it's a true silver, I don't know. It looks like it has a purpley tint to it, so I really like the Cosmic Beauty lip product so far. This is a new thing for them. I've never tried, I believe, lip products from them except for these ones and the ones from the holiday collection, and so far I'm like really impressed and I really like the color choices. Next, of course, we have to talk about the cream blushes. So again, I loved the cream blushes from the holiday collection, so I'm super excited about the ones in the mystery box. So we have 3 shades. This is the lightest shade. It's called Got Chills. I am honestly getting chills from this shade because it is quite a different shade from what I usually go for. We also have this shade called Heroine. It looks very intimidating in the pan, but when I swatched it, it was a beautiful kind of warm purple, so I'm kind of excited to try this out. And then the last shade is Dazed, and this is a pretty mauve-y shade. So yeah, some shades are more wearable than others, but overall, I think they did a really good job of picking kind of different shades for different skin tones. I kind of have an idea of the eye look I'm going to do, but let's go ahead and swatch some of these blushes on my face just to see what they might look like with my skin tone. So I'm going to grab this Sigma brush. It's just like a big old chubby brush, and I think I'll go into this one called Dazed, and we'll just see how it applies on my cheeks. I feel like these blushes are so beautiful. The finish is absolutely lovely. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, so it gives you like a super healthy looking glow, but it also like dries down and stays put, so that's really nice, and your like hair doesn't stick to it. But I was just like so impressed with the shades from holiday that I know that I'm gonna really love the ones in the Halloween mystery box as well. So this is the shade Dazed. And then I'm going to put the shade Heroine on this side just so we can see how it looks on my skin tone without mixing it with anything else. That is such a pretty color. I like to keep my blush kind of off to the back here instead of putting it like right on the apple. But that's the shade Heroine. I think I might mix these 2 shades just to kind of even it out at the end, but for now I just wanted to show you guys those 2 shades swatched. And then we have this shade called Got Chills, which honestly it didn't really show up that well when I swatched it the first time around, but it did build up really nicely. My only issue with this one is I don't know if this is like the most flattering shade on my skin tone. Like I feel like it's gonna make any blush kind of almost look like it has, I don't know, like a pastel, but like not in a good way. But I will attempt it on my face just on its own, but I just tapped a little bit on the cheeks because I was a little bit curious, but I don't know that that one's my favorite, but I think that's okay because it's very hard for everyone to love everything in a mystery box. So far, I think it would be worth the $78 for me to have it be exclusive products and definitely like new products, but I can also understand if you've never tried the brand or you've never tried these lipsticks, you're like, what? Like, I don't want to buy a box of products I've never tried before, so some people love the gamble, some people don't, and it just is up to each person to figure it out for themselves, of course. Last but certainly not least is the beautiful Sinister palette. So I do have close-ups and swatches of this as well, so I will show that to you. Now, I did open my mystery box during my holiday collection video just because I was so curious about it and I wasn't sure if I was going to get to film this video. So you guys, in that video when I opened the palette, I had seen this shade called Ghost, and it's a clear glossy shade for like more editorial looks. Think the Huda, like I think it was the Naughty palette that first had a shade like that, and people always joke about it because it's kind of gimmicky, and I know some people create beautiful editorial glossy eye looks. That's not really my journey. Who knows, you know, I may change my mind on that in a couple of months, but I've just never been into a glossy eyelid, so I'm not gonna mess with that. But you'll see the shade Ghost. It's in the bottom row, and it's the second shade in the bottom row. So I was a little bamboozled because I could not tell there was a shade in that pan, but I did clarify on the screen. So in case you missed that update, there is a glossy shade in this palette, but basically the rows go, you know, with 5 shades in each row, and we've got a mix of different finishes. So we have mattes, we have shimmers, we have a multi-chrome as well as a holo shade in here. So Eerie is a beautiful holographic shade. It's a silver with tons of like rainbow sparkle. Then we have Paranormal, which is a cool tone purple shade. We've got Ominous, which is a deep like burgundy purple shade. Chilling is a silver metallic. Bone is a really light gray. Creepy is a beautiful shade that is kind of a mid-tone purple. Haunted is a beautiful sparkly purple. Cursed is a beautiful kind of dark grape shade. We've got Crypt, which is a beautiful gray, like mid-tone. Menacing, I wasn't like the biggest fan of. It's more like a metallic gray as well, but not like super intense sparkle. Sinister is beautiful. I think that is the multi-chrome in the palette. It kind of shifts burgundy, red, orange, gold. And then we've got Damned, which is a burgundy shade. Strange is a beautiful mid-tone pink. We've got Shiver, which is a pink shimmer shade. Fear is kind of a really light pink bone color almost. Danger is a beautiful mid-tone red. Ghost is the clear shade, which honestly I didn't even swatch it because like why? And then Void is the black. Nightmare is another red, a little bit darker than Danger. And then Warning is a beautiful red metallic. So I do love wearing reds on my eyes. I was contemplating what kind of look I wanted to do with this palette because there are so many directions that I could go in. I feel like I've been doing so many like holiday type looks, but I kind of wanted to play with the pinks in this palette. I know, so revolutionary, but that's just kind of what I was feeling. So I think I'm going to create a pink look with this palette. So now that you've seen close-ups and swatches and all the things, let's get into a look with the Sinister palette from Cosmic Beauty. So let me start off with the shade Strange here. I also wanted to tell you guys, this is so not relevant to what I'm doing right now, but I saw the new Wicked movie and I thought it was so good. I'm not really like a diehard Wicked fan. I definitely didn't really like grow up watching much about it, but I really loved the movie. I was very unsure about Ariana as like Glenda and stuff. I just didn't really know much about her like acting skills, but I thought she was like perfectly casted. Elphaba was so good. Like I really liked it. I freaking loved what's his name? Is it John Bentley? Anthony from Bridgerton was in it and he was so good, and I just love that I think he was just like, I don't know if you can win being like sexiest man, but I think that was the title some magazine gave him, and I was like, yeah, he is, like, get it. So he was so good. The dancing was amazing. I really liked it. I thought it was so good. So if you've been wondering about my thoughts on Wicked, that's the skinny on that. And then yesterday we saw Moana and it was so good. My kids love Moana, so we kind of treated our kids to it as like a birthday present to our older daughter, and we loved it. There was one part I kind of missed, like a critical part of the movie, but still it was like so nostalgic to see that, and like something about like experiencing a movie through your kids' eyes is just like the most insane thing to me as a parent of young kids. But that shade, so pretty. Now I'm gonna go into this pink shade, Shiver, I think. Oh, but I also wanted to use Eerie. Ooh, maybe we can mix it. Let's see if we can make a little mixy mix, because I kind of want to try the holographic shadow as well. So let's put Shiver down first, and then maybe we can put Eerie on top or something like that. But I don't even know how many of you are gonna have time to watch this video today, but maybe, you know, maybe not everybody's got like these intense Thanksgiving plans. So if you're just like chilling, more power to you. I think I remember last year, I think I was like still taking it pretty easy and watching YouTube videos. So I'm excited to have some things to watch, and I hope people will post stuff, because I definitely still enjoy watching YouTube when I'm doing stuff around the kitchen and stuff. But that is so pretty. I think, you know what it is? I think I was inspired by Glinda, because I feel like Glinda would definitely wear this look. Oh my gosh, and the way she's like, it's Glinda, not Galinda. Or no, is it Galinda? Oh god, now I'm like so confused. Maybe, no, it's Glenda, isn't it? The Good Witch? I don't know. Oh, that's so pretty. That's so pretty. See, like if I was doing this, to me is like a quick and easy eye look. You know? It's like pretty. It looks like I put in a lot of effort, but I don't feel like I did that much work. That's my vibe. Okay, so I want to deepen up the outer corner a little bit. I'm trying to figure out, I don't want to use the brown. Should I use the purple? I guess I'll go into the shade Cursed. And I just want to put a little bit, I guess I could use the black too. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll use the purple and I'll use the black just a little bit on the outer corner. I also am dying to know, what sales have you guys taken advantage of? I feel like so many brands started their sales early this year. It's been so overwhelming. I feel like this year is the most I've been. I don't know if it's just because I'm so like trying to keep up with it, but I give up. I give up. I know I should do a better job of like sharing, but I give up because it's too much. And I love brands, and I love makeup, and I want my friends to get the best deals, but it's just hard to keep up with, and I don't even feel like people are really shopping that much, so I don't even know. I don't even know what the right thing to do is. That purple, it looks so cute. I'm going to line the waterline quick, and then I'm going to add the black. You see why I needed to get some good purple eyeliners? Because I do wear purple quite a bit on my eyes. So, okay, technically it's pink, but now I feel like it's a purple eye look. So I'm going to take my Glossier in Muse, and I'm going to put that on the inner corner. And I'm going to drag it into about midway. And then I'm going to take the shade called Rocco, and I'm going to go from the outer corner kind of to the middle of my waterline. So I'm going to take the shade Fear, and I'm just tapping that from the inner corner into the waterline with this brush from Blend Bunny and Glisten. Okay, and then I'm going to go into the shade called Strange, which is the shade I used on my crease. It's the mid-tone pinky shade. And then I'm going to take the shade Strange some more and just kind of join it up into the outer corner. Then I'm going to take the blending brush. I'm going to go back into Cursed, and I'm just going to stamp it on the outer corner just a little bit. And then I'm going to take the shade called Void, which is the black, and I'm just going to like Tap a little bit right here. Oh gosh, that was a lot of it. That was a lot of it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's all right. Nothing a little blending can't solve. That is a very pigmented black though, so watch out. I'm gonna go back into my flat brush. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of sugar. Give it a nice spray. This is a very sparkly shade, so I'm guessing if you really want the metallic to stick to your lid, I would say use a glitter glue because I'm definitely experiencing quite a bit of sparkly fallout even from spraying the brush. And then I'm going to go into Eerie, or Eerie, yeah, that's how you say it, the holo. I'm just going to layer. Ooh, I really dug into that. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, love that so much. So that's looking super duper cute. What do you guys think? The eye look is done, so I'm going to go ahead and change up the cheeks really quick. I'm just going to mix those two shades up so that it is a little bit more even on the cheeks. And I'm going to switch up the lip color. And then, of course, I'm going to do something with this hair. And I'll be back with the finished look. But I feel like this purpley shade kind of got eaten up because after I added Got Chills, it just kind of toned the purple down on the other side, on this cheek, because that's where I started with Heroin. But now I feel like it just looks like a very intense mauve color, and I'm just gonna use my sponge to kind of like soften it a little bit because I don't like when I have blush like right on my apples of my cheeks, but that's what that looks like. Okay, I'm gonna switch out the lip color too, so we're gonna switch to Salem, which is the nude shade that I was like, let me try it right now. This is like my kind of brown lipstick. That is so pretty. Oh, I love that so much. I love that so much. So that's the shade Salem. This is basically the finished look. I'm gonna probably pop on a little bit of highlighter really quick, spray my face, throw on some mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, friends, so here is the finished look. What do we think? I really like it. I think it looks very glam, and I'm really happy because I feel like this mystery box is definitely more spooky ooky themed, but I feel like the look we came up with is very holiday and New Year's appropriate. So I love when you can kind of customize your look with the holiday or theme in mind, even though it's not necessarily themed as a holiday palette. I think there's definitely lots of beautiful looks to be had with this collection. So I definitely can't wait to talk to you guys more about it. But let me tell you really quick what else is on my face in case you guys were feeling nosy. So I am wearing the Glossier foundation today. I was really liking this today. I don't know that I loved it on me close up. I feel like it still looks really pretty like in the mirror, but I don't know. I'm still trying it out. I have the hardest time like deciding with foundations or anything what's like my favorite because I feel like it can depend on day to day. But I'm also wearing my Gucci concealer, which I thought I'd pull out and use a little bit, and then my Pat McGrath bronzer because I haven't used this in forever. I'm also wearing the Charlotte Tilbury contour one as my liquid bronzer. I really liked this Spectrum color correcting duo in my under eyes the other day, so I used it again. This is from Sigma. I've just always had it. I don't always wear it, but I did put it on today. So that's kind of a few things I used on my face, and of course I had to wear my Armani highlighter. I love that so much. So those are some of the other items that are on my face today that I use to create this base makeup look. So I feel like since Cosmic Beauty has been on my brain this week, I think it would make sense to compare this restock to their holiday collection, because they are going to sell the holiday collection as a bundle as well. I'm not 100% sure if all of the items in the holiday collection are going to be sold separate. So if you want, you can kind of like pick and choose. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. But from what I see on their website right now, they have their 'Tis the Season collection listed for $59 USD. And that's also going to be available tomorrow at noon Central Time. So I feel like your options are you buy both collections, or maybe some of you want to buy one or the other. So the 'Tis the Season collection is a palette. It's 2 blushes and 2 lipsticks. And I will say, overall, just looking at that bundle, that is more my color story. I love greens in a palette. I love that palette in general. It's just very festive, very holly, very jolly. And I think the shades in the palette you could wear regardless of what time of year it is. It's a very diverse palette and it's gorgeous. I would 100% recommend checking out the video because I loved every part of that collection so much. So I am definitely biased. Your other option is you can just buy the 'Tis the Season palette on its own. It's going to retail for $37. And then the Sinister Mystery Box is going to retail for $78. So there is a difference in price from 'Tis the Season to Sinister. It's a $19 price difference, so that is quite significant. But keep in mind the Sinister Mystery Box does have 2 products in it that are extra. So there is an extra blush and there is an extra lipstick. So that would account for the $20 difference. So that's something to consider as well. I think the biggest factor is going to be which one is more your color story. If you like the vibes of this palette, you could pick up the mystery box and then also just buy the 'Tis the Season palette if you're not that interested in maybe the lip products and the blushes. If you really want to try and be conservative with your spending, these 2 shades, they're not exactly the same, but there are nudes in each one. So for example, the shade I have on right now, Salem, it's just like a little bit more brown than the shade Ginger Snap. Both are gorgeous. I wish all these products were available individually, but that's not how a mystery box works. So that's an option. You could justify the mystery box because there's a slightly similar shade. And then the shade Mary from the 'Tis the Season collection is kind of a mauvey shade, and it kind of reminds me of the shade Dazed from the Halloween box. So as you can see, they're not exactly the same, but they're close. So you could just get the Halloween box if you're really interested in this palette, and then get the 'Tis the Season eyeshadow and then kind of call it good. Personally, I mean, I like to call myself a makeup savage. I would get both. I would get both. I would get both because I love every little piece of it. So there's that. I know people are going to ask me this, so I'm sorry if I'm like overly explaining, but I just want to like try and help as much as I can. I will say that if I had to really be cutthroat, I'd probably go for this color story over this one. But I'm a collector, so I like to have every little thing from all of my favorite brands. And these are just so beautiful in their own way. I honestly could see myself using both. So I would say if I had to pick, I would pick this set. But overall, so gorgeous. Now let me just tell you really quick what my thoughts are on all of these pieces. I'm going to sound like a broken record because all of it is very consistent with the 'Tis the Season collection. But I'll just tell you guys again, I really like the lipsticks. I think they're just the right amount of pigmented, just the right amount of matte, but they're also very smooth, so easy to apply. I love that you can just build them up on your lips and they dry down really nicely. Obviously, these aren't transfer proof because they are lipsticks. They're not liquid lipsticks, but this is like so promising for the future of cosmic beauty because I feel like they nail this formula, and it's just always a risk when brands venture into other products. So I'm so excited to see them coming out with lip products as well as blushes. Now the cream blushes are fantastic. The ones in the Sinister Mystery Box are not my favorite colors. I definitely lean more towards the Tis the Season cream blushes, but I thought I did a great job of making them work. This one's definitely one you could wear. I mean, you could wear all of these every day. I don't think makeup has rules that say like you can't wear a purple blush. Like if you want to wear a purple blush and a purple blush makes you happy, like you do what makes you happy. So in that sense, I feel like all of these shades are very workable. You saw I mixed all these together and I got this shade, which I think is totally an easy, neutral, everyday, not gonna cause a stir kind of shade. So you can do whatever you want, and I think it looks beautiful. As far as the eyeshadow palette goes, if you guys watch my channel, you know this isn't truly like my vibe when it comes to color stories, but I love this brand so much and I think they did such a good job. The consistency of the shadows are great. The mattes are beautiful. The shimmers are beautiful. I did hear, I can't remember who, somebody said it kind of reminds them of the Vamp palette from Bella Beaute Bar. I'm not going to compare them in this video, but I'm just going to hold this up and then if you have the Vamp palette, you can kind of do your own comparison. But I feel like every brand kind of makes something unique with each palette. This shade, I just don't think it's something I'm going to use. So if that's a factor for you guys, I guess you can put that on your list of things to consider as well. That to me, that's kind of a throwaway shade. I don't really see myself reaching for it. I think it's fun because it's kind of a trick, you know, because it is a trick or treat like Halloween palettes. I thought that was fun. Love the packaging. Overall, I think the mystery box is fabulous. I honestly love when brands do mystery boxes. I know some people think they're awful and they don't want to spend their money on a product that they don't know what they're getting, but that's kind of the fun part. I don't know, something different. So I really hope that we see more brands continue to do mystery boxes because I feel like mystery boxes kind of started off as brands trying to like get rid of their excess product. Like the one that comes to mind is Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I feel like their mystery boxes was just them trying to get rid of their bigger products that weren't maybe moving or just to kind of create hype and stuff like that. A lot of the mainstream brands would do these like mystery boxes and it was just product they already had. So you really didn't know like, am I going to get the same palette again and again and again? Or like Beautylish does their Black Friday mystery boxes. So it just kind of depends, but I feel like I love that indie brands just do exclusive box products. I know some brands say it's exclusive and then they bring the products back, which can be kind of annoying, but I also feel like, you know, it's nice because people really love those products and then they request them and other people that didn't get to try the box get to try them. So that's always a plus too. But I feel like I've honestly droned on far too long in this video. So hopefully I helped you guys kind of narrow things down. Like I said, I love cosmic beauty, so I do really encourage you guys to think through your purchases. There's so many things launching this week, this day. It's like honestly mind-blowing. I am definitely planning on making some purchases as well. And so I'm definitely keen to shop and I'll keep you guys updated on any good deals and discounts I see on my Instagram. That's going to be the only place that I can manage to update on sales because like I said, it's just too overwhelming at this point. I've been trying to share as much as I can, but I feel like if there's a brand that you want to shop from today, just go check out their Instagram and their website because they probably have a sale. I feel like at this point, the best thing to say is every brand is having a sale. So if there's a product you've been waiting for and yearning for, just go check their website because you'll probably find it on sale there. But that is it. This collection is restocking at noon Central Time, and I will have my link and my discount code in the description box of this video if you want to support me and shop through my link. I would really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, restful day and getting some R&R, getting some good food. And if you don't celebrate, it's fine. You know, it's still fun to just relax, hopefully. And if you're working, thank you so much for your hard work and keeping this boat afloat. You know, everybody that has to work on holidays, like we appreciate you and we're so thankful. So anyways, I'm so thankful for you guys, and I will catch you in another video very, very soon as my kids scream their head off. Okay. Oh, also, YouTube should be recommending some videos for you guys to watch. So if you haven't caught up with me, I will put my November playlist for you guys to check out the last few videos I've posted in this month.